My mother finally became the person I needed her to be on the night that I stopped needing her. As soon as we got to my parents' house in their hometown, I handed my mom the Christmas present I got her. It was a gorgeous creme-colored sweater that I saved up money for. Mom took one look at it and couldn't hide the disgust in her eyes. My heart sank as I braced for whatever she was about to say, something cutting most likely. My best friend Danny was standing next to me, watching the exchange with a slight furrow in her brow. The color isn't right, Mom said flatly, handing the sweater back to me. You can get me another one, something more colorful. Go on and get it now, and you can pick up the roast too that I was going to make. Your father forgot to do that this morning. Danny grabbed my arm in a gentle grip, a frown on her perfect face. We just got here, she protested. We haven't even been able to take off our coats yet. We just flew on a plane for 6 hours this morning. Mom hesitated, probably wanting to insist I go, but one look at Danny and she reconsidered, backing down. I've never seen my mom back down for anything. That was odd. She fixed a smile on her face and welcomed us inside the house. Silly me, she said, laughing lightly. I didn't even think. Of course you must be exhausted. Come in, sit down. I'll get you some drinks. Danny and I followed her further into the house until we reached the living room where we sat on one of the couches. Mom disappeared into the kitchen and my knee couldn't stop bouncing as I looked around my childhood home, the place of my nightmares. The trip was going fine until Christmas dinner. The whole family was there, even a few cousins, aunts, and uncles I haven't seen in years. Everyone gathered around the dining room table and dinner started off well. Everyone was laughing and chatting and enjoying themselves. Then Mom spoke to me. You know, I ran into Elise Jackson the other day, she said casually. Her daughter just made partner at her law firm. Can you believe that? I told her that her daughter should get together with you, Mia. You could obviously learn a thing or two from her about working. My fork clattered on my plate. I have a job, I protested. It's a good job too. I'm a writer. Mom waved a dismissive hand in the air. Writing isn't a job, she snapped. It's unpredictable and you should be doing something better with your life. Danny sat rigid next to me as silence fell in the room, everyone looking mildly uncomfortable. Mom continued, I can't believe you're still in that apartment too. I mean, is there nothing better for you if you have such a wonderful job? Danny made a noise in the back of her throat that sounded like a small growl. We love our apartment, she said sharply. It's perfect for us. Mom forced a smile. Of course, dear, she said sweetly. She turned back to me. I just don't understand why you would choose to bring a friend to Christmas instead of a boyfriend. She shook her head in disappointment. Don't you want a family? Mom, I said a little hesitantly. Danny's hand found my knee and squeezed in reassurance, but I couldn't find my voice after that. Mom shrugged innocently. When I was your age, I had a house, a great paying job, a husband, and I was pregnant with you. She continued, twisting the knife deeper inside me. I just don't know where I went wrong with you. It was so quiet. No one was eating anymore. Everyone was staring at my mom, and I felt sick to my stomach. Danny stood abruptly, scraping her chair back and gaining everyone's attention. That's enough, she said firmly. What? Mom asked coldly. Her eyes narrowed on my best friend. We didn't come here for you to attack Mia like that, Danny snapped. How dare you say those things to her? She glanced back at me. Mia is a wonderful person, and I'm lucky to be best friends with her. She doesn't deserve your harsh words and disappointment. Mom stared at her, opening and closing her mouth like a gaping fish. For the first time, Dad nodded in agreement, though he stayed silent. You can't come into my home and talk to me like that, Mom finally spat out. I quickly stood in defense of my best friend. No, I said quietly. Mom froze and stared at me. I'm done listening to this. I'm done hearing how much of a horrible daughter I am to you. I've made a life for myself and I don't need this or you. I glanced at Danny, who looked proud of me. Let's go home, I told her. We left the house immediately, but before we could get to the rental car, Mom caught up to us, ugly mascara running down her face as tears slipped down her cheeks. I'm sorry, she said desperately. I guess I didn't understand how much I was hurting you. Please, I don't want to lose you. For a moment, I just stared at her. Then I sighed, feeling tired. Too little, too late, I muttered. I turned my back on her.